Hello, welcome to Kathaayaana. This is Kathaayana's Tuesday Toast, where every Tuesday I share with you quick, crunchy, bite sized stories covering a wide range of topics. Today is 22nd of September, which is observed as World Rose Day. World Rose Day is observed to let all the cancer patients aware that they can face the disease with strong willpower and spirit. World Rose Day is observed in memory of Melinda Rose Hathaway, who was a resident of Canada and who suffered a very rare form of cancer.
It was February 14th, 1994, when Melinda Rose Hathaway was 12 years old. She had gone to a hospital to have a tiny bump removed from her back. After examination, the doctors told her parents, Joanne and David Hathaway, your daughter has Atkins tumor, an extremely rare form of cancer that strikes mostly young adolescent females and is invariably terminal. It was from then that Melinda began her personal battle with cancer. She underwent that what all the other cancer patients would undergo excruciating pain. She received high strength chemotherapy for 6 months and then had a bout of complication, and so the chemotherapy had to be stopped. After a few months, when she had visited the hospital for another round of checkup, the doctors found that her cancer had progressed, this time with even more tumor sites than before. Again, she received intensive radiation, her lifetime limit of exposure to that type of treatment. Then the doctors decided to stop the chemotherapy as her body could not tolerate anymore and she didn't seem to be improving. Starting just a few weeks after her initial diagnosis, Melinda spent a lot of her time comforting and counseling other young cancer patients and their caregivers. Several times, she was the only one who could bring a shell shocked cancer kid out of the protective cocoon that they sometimes throw around themselves. Her zest for life, her will to live, her unending hope, and her genuine caring let her achieve what many people only dream about. She reached out and restarted other people's heart. And how? Exactly 2 years later, after she was diagnosed with cancer, that is, on February 14, 1996, Melinda created a page, a web page, so that she could do at least a little something to help provide other cancer kids and their caregivers with hope, with access to some of the important information that they might be looking for. She created a wonderful place for children like herself to communicate, share thoughts, and have an outlet. There on her webpage, she provided links to cancer information. She put up games and other leisure activities that the cancer kids could take up to take their mind off their suffering and pain. She wrote about her family. She introduced her parents, brothers, and even her pet dog, Lucky. She wrote about the hobbies she had taken up after she was suffering from cancer when she was in the hospital. She said when in the hospital, she had to keep her mind occupied on something other than watching TV and playing video games. So, with the help of a friend, she learned cross stitching and made beautiful little pieces that she gifted to her family members. She took up to drawing pictures. She drew a picture where there are two flowers and it is raining. One flower is healthy with petals and leaves but is very sad because it is raining, while the other is a cancerous flower without petals, without leaves, and it is wilted. But it is happy because it is able to live, it is still living, and it is enjoying the rain. Thus, she depicted a metaphorical story of her own life. Her mother said, whenever Melinda put up something, it used to strike a chord to other children who were looking for someone who understands. More than 9,000 visits were made to Melinda's homepage in less than 2 months. Her father said, her web page is one of the more popular, primarily because it is not a cry for pity. It's a genuine attempt to provide information. Thus, Melinda had touched the lives of many cancer kids from all over the world. She was there to listen to them, support them, and answer all their queries and questions. And one of the most frequently asked questions on her webpage was this. Whenever Melinda wrote about cancer kids, she would write the word cancer kid in such a way that the letters C and K would be in capitals. When asked why she would write so, she said, I believe the cancer kids are very special people going through a very difficult period in their lives, and they should be recognized as such.
Surely, Melinda Rose was one among the many special people who lived on, inspiring all of us. She fought on and continued to fight until September 15th, 1996, when the cancer finally overwhelmed her. All the information and pictures presented in this video are taken from Melinda's webpage, the link to which is provided in the description. This is Lakshmi taking your leave. I'll see you next Tuesday with another toast.